Okay, so we're live on Facebook, live on YouTube. Hey everyone, if you are watching this right now, then just give us a few seconds because we're going to go live on our Instagram as well. But the goal behind this session is to inform you about a workshop that we've lined up. So let me just make sure that we are streaming in our Facebook group as well because I'm streaming it over there. Mhm. Oh yeah, so it's on there. So the next step then is to go on live on Instagram. Just give me a moment.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we're live on Instagram too. If someone's watching us right now, if you can see this live stream, then make sure that you add a comment below and let me know. Are you on YouTube? Are you on Facebook? Are you in our Facebook group? Or are you watching this on Instagram? And so on Instagram, Salila, you just have to you'll have to watch my stream and then I can add you.
Okay.
Okay, so did you get a request?
I did, and I am now going in.
Okay, great.
Wonderful. We are in.
Cool. All right. Hey, everyone. I see a few people joining in already. So let us know what platform you're on. Because today is a very important day because we are sharing some more information, making an announcement for a very auspicious and powerful workshop that we've lined up that is happening on March 14th. And it is basically called Vedic Rituals for Improved Immunity and Self Care. Okay. Now, this title itself says a lot. Vedic rituals for improved immunity and self-care. But before going deep, and we've already got a couple of people who have signed up, reserved their spots because today's the early bird. But before we dive in, I wanted to introduce my co-host for this. So this is not the workshop. This is just the live stream. But I wanted to introduce my co-host. So Salila, for the few people who maybe don't know about you, could you please let them know, tell them about you a little bit?
Who am I? It's the big question, right? The biggest
Yeah,
question everybody's seeking the answer to, especially your
exactly.
listeners, AJ. We are
Yeah,
all trying to figure out who we are. My name is Salila. I am from an Ayurveda lineage from Kerala, India. And for the last 5 years, Ayurveda has transformed my life in many ways, in many levels. And since 2015, I am bringing my services, my help to everybody out there to help make their lives better through Ayurveda. I am a founder of a travel concierge that focuses on Ayurveda. And because I have this knowledge from being part of a lineage, as well as my studies with different Vedyas, I am able to tie it together in such a way that a modern human being can use these 5,000-year-old ancient rituals, traditions, and create a better life for themselves. So I'm excited to partner with you, HA. And I'm a trained chef, so you're all in good hands. And y- yeah, we are going to teach you something very important that you can use with your family, your grandchildren, and it'll come in handy as we live.
cool. That was a great introduction. I couldn't have done better. And I'm sure that people over here are really excited right now to learn about what our workshop is going to be. I see a lot of people joining in, both on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, our Facebook group. And the reason why I'm changing my glance from here to there is because this is Facebook and this is Instagram. It's not because I've got ADHD, or maybe I do. And maybe they say that when you teach something or when you share something, you're the one who needs it the most, right?
Yeah, I
We-
totally believe in it. I totally believe in it. Yes.
right? And so in sharing these gifts, you're able to articulate what you know in a better way, but also you're healing yourself. And so thanks everybody for joining us. So
Dr.
basically,
Sachin is here. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Dr. Sachin is here, and he's said wonderful words about the both of us, and
yeah,
yeah, and
cool.
some lovely people sharing affection and encouragement.
Hey everybody, hey Dr. Sachin. Pranay is also joined here. Helios is also joined here. Wonderful to have everybody in. So, by the way, if you are busy, if you don't have time to watch the entire live stream, more details at my7chakras.com / Ayurveda workshop. My7chakras.com / Ayurveda workshop. And for those of you who don't know about me, I'm the host and founder of My Seven Chakras. Many of you are listeners of our show. I've been doing it for the last 5 years. We've crossed, well, we're about 50,000 downloads more, maybe less than that. We're almost going to cross 5 million downloads. And
Amazing.
my show is all about helping people reduce stress, calm their minds, experience deep states of bliss, right? And we're uncovering, that's part of my journey, is to uncover how can we experience deep states of bliss, deep peak states, altered states of consciousness, because in those states, in those states of being, we're able to open up to abundance and really discover what our true purpose is on this planet Earth. I'm also a certified breathwork instructor, and I've been thinking a lot about who do I serve, right? That's the ultimate question: is who do you serve? And through a lot of journaling, very recently, I got this clarity. I
Mm-hmm.
help people who are overworked and
Mm-hmm.
underjoyed. So I help the overworked and underjoyed people experience heightened states of excitement and energy and enthusiasm about life. So the question is, are you overworked and underjoyed? Because if the answer is yes, and we've got an amazing workshop lined up for you where you can enhance your self care, you can reduce stress, you can boost your immunity, and especially in this global climate that we are in, you can protect yourself and your family. So, Salila, why, from your standpoint, why did we sort of come together and why are we doing this workshop? What's the why behind it?
The reason behind this workshop is because we are in climate, in atmosphere of a global pandemic, and India's Ayush Ministry has created this amazing COVID protocol for everybody to download and use. It's freely available on the internet. Yet it's created with like 16 top Vaidyas of India have contributed to this COVID protocol. So everybody can use it and can protect their health and can ward off any infections if they accidentally catch anything. And India's mortality rate is about 1%. I believe Ayurveda has a huge role to play in that. So this is available for everybody, yet we have so much misinformation, we have confusion. When we fear that we may have caught something, then we are scared. Naturally, it is scary. This COVID has been in the news so much. So this is my endeavor and AJ's endeavor to bring together a full package of helping our lungs get strong, get us the correct information so we feel empowered. So, in case somebody in our family catches something, we know what to do. We know how to take care of ourselves at home so that we never get to that point where we have to go to the hospital and be under intensive care.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that this is a very opportune moment. Sometimes universe gives us signs, right, in terms of what we should do as a civilization. And what I'm getting right now is we as a civilization need to empower ourselves,
Mhm.
empower our health, and discover how we can boost our immunity so that we can not just protect ourselves from this virus or pathogens. Well, we live in a very dangerous world, but also go beyond that and experience really heightened states of comfort and bliss
Mhm.
and joy. And these, I feel, are our birthright. And if you look at the equation, how do we get energy? Right? How do we get energy? Well, we get energy when we mix oxygen and we mix glucose that forms ATP, which is
Mhm.
the which is energy, and you
Mhm.
release carbon dioxide. Well, that's what this workshop is all about, right? In part because the oxygen is provided through me, through the breath work. We'll be doing a lot of breath work, and through practice, I do these sessions every week. I've done sessions for companies, for corporate corporates. I've done sessions for individuals as well, and I've gotten to a point where I'm able to really take people to heightened states of consciousness. This morning, Sunday morning, you won't believe it, but we did a
Amazing.
beautiful shamanic, breathwork session where people were, short off the rockets, so to speak.
Nice.
Beauty is this is endogenous. You don't need to use any plant medicine. You don't need to ingest anything. This is just the power of your inner pharmacy. So the equation, once again, oxygen plus glucose. You don't need to ingest the right things. And Ayurveda has, right, an encyclopedia, as Salila would vouch, in terms of what you can do, what you can cook, what you can prepare to really set you up for wellness, peak wellness. And
Absolutely.
so
Absolutely.
maybe Salila, if you can tell us in terms of what they can look forward to from the standpoint of Ayurveda, what are we going to do in the workshop?
hmm So the Ayurvedic workshop will be a hands-on cooking workshop where we are going to prepare a kada, a syrup made from cinnamon, from ginger, from tulsi, holy basil, and that we can use as a tonic when we are feeling a little under the weather, when we feel a respiratory infection coming on. That is going to help us. So we are going to make two versions of it. One is going to be a hot toddy. So people who may have a little bit of excess weight, a little bit a tendency to have kapha or mucus, excessive mucus in our sinus passages, they will be helped by adding a dash of rum into their kara, into the syrup that we will make. So that's one thing we are going to make. Then the second thing we are going to make is the khichdi. So khichdi is a rice and mung bean mash that we make, a porridge that we make, which is very easy on our tummy. So when we are, when we are coming down with something, it's not good to overload our digestive process. It's best to eat something that is light and digestible so that our body has immunity to has leftover energy to take care of the repair and the renewal of the body. So that's the second thing we are going to do. And then I'm going to share a ritual that is super important, and I'm going to demonstrate it today. So this ritual is called nasyam, where we help our sinus passages get clear, get lubricated, so that even if we catch an infection, it can quickly drain out and it's not sitting there creating further problems for the body. So those were some of the things that are coming up in my mind. Did I miss anything? So we're going to do the khichdi, we're going to do the kadha, we're going to also do the turmeric milk, the haldi doodh. We're going to learn the recipe of how to create a haldi doodh, which is a medicine. Not like many of the haldi doodh recipes we find online are not made properly. If we drink it, we are going to land up in more trouble if we are someone who tends to have respiratory infections, higher sinus activity, more mucus in our head region. So I'm going to teach the correct way of making it so that it is digestible. The body can actually use all those micronutrients.
That is awesome. So, Action Tribe and people who are listening right now, I hope you're taking notes in terms of what you're going to get through this. Now, I'm going to talk about my part as well in terms of what. So, this is one half. This is the right. This is the
Mhm.
Ayurveda part, and is so useful. It's easy to prepare also. But if you want to jump off this live stream, you're busy, then more information is there at my7chakras.com/Ayurveda workshop. Now, we had thought about pricing this at $44, which is the price for
Mhm.
this workshop, because we felt that this 3 hour deep dive workshop, Salila's borrowing a kitchen, a friend's kitchen, to specially set aside time and space for helping you prepare these things. And also, I'm going to take you on a breathwork journey. So $44. But for people who are early bird, people who jump, you know, decide before, because this is on March 14th and we do have some time. But if you decide early, if you're one of the first people to grab a spot, then you'll get this at $27. Right.
Mhm.
So that's a much better deal. I mean, even for 44, I know many people will happily, join us, because this is, transforming your life, right? And this is, and to be honest, if you go online on Google, you will get, recipes. If you
Mhm.
read basic khichdi or toddy, spice tea recipe, information, right? What I'm learning in life, information is separate from application. And once you
Mhm.
do it in a group, once you do it together, you feel better. and you end up
Hmm.
doing it, right? So this
Yeah.
is, you're investing not just for the ingredients and the recipe, but you're investing for an experience of
Hmm.
us doing it together. So it's $27 instead of 44 if you decide to grab a spot right away. So that's one part. So we'll be starting with that, right? And doing the Ayurvedic preparations that Salila will be guiding us through. And after that, we'll be together doing a breath work awakening journey. And the reason why it's called awakening journey is because I will be taking you through a series of steps that blends the techniques and practices of pranayama, yogic breathwork, with some binaural beats music, with some guided meditation and intention setting, and with some movement as well that will allow you to shake away any stress, anxiety, and stuck emotions that you are holding on to. Right. So I'm a certified Soma breath instructor, and many of you might have heard, might not have heard Soma breath, but I'll be using these different practices to help us all enter into a different state of awareness, right? And so what I'll be basically guiding all of you to do, if you're a science lover, right, is that we all have this default mode network in our brain, right? So this is basically the part of our brain which helps us form our state, our sense of identity, right? And so this default mode network is always active, and it should not be too active, because what it does is it's always comparing ourselves with the rest of the world, comparing ourselves with other people in our peer groups, comparing ourselves to where we were, like, in the past, or where we are going to be in the future, right? And so this overactivity of the default mode network is part of what the problem is. And when we do this breathwork session in a group, it has the effect of calming the default mode network. When it calms the default mode network, you open up to the realization that you are in fact part of the whole. You are connected with every animal, bird, tree in this universe, and just a sense of connection helps you create new neural pathways, which helps you replace this disempowering belief systems and fears that you might have had that are holding you back from taking action. And it allows you to access creativity, problem solving, deep states of
Hmm.
relaxation and bliss. So that's what we are going
Beautiful.
to be doing right
Hmm.
after the Ayurveda journey that Salila is going to take us through. And then once we finish the breathwork session, the awakening journey, we'll be so relaxed, we'll be so calm, right? And then we will be sipping on what we've prepared together.
Hmm.
Is that correct,
Hmm.
Salila?
That's right. We're going to eat the khichdi. We're going to sip on the tea, the toddy. We're going to have a sharing circle. We're going to share our experiences. It's going to be amazing.
Awesome. We've got some more people joining in. By the way, if you are enjoying what you are listening to right now, please, please, please share this. We've not used any paid ads to promote this stream, and so we're depending on you to share this stream, because this is so useful. You're not just empowering yourself; you're empowering your own family as well. You're empowering your lungs, right? Like I said, the equation oxygen plus
Hmm.
glucose leads to energy. You're taking care of the oxygen because now you're going to learn how to breathe correctly in a way that allows for cardiovascular health, allows for deep states of relaxation, and puts less pressure on your nervous system. That's so important to do, because if you don't breathe properly, you're always in the state of fight or flight. You're always worrying
Hmm.
about when that lion or tiger is going to attack you, or you're going to run away. So you're going to correct that, but you're also
True.
going to take care of the glucose side of things, which is understanding how you can use these amazing ancient recipes, like Salila mentioned, which is the kada, the khichdi, the spice tea recipe, turmeric milk. Right, there's a specific way to
Hmm.
prepare it, and if you don't prepare it that way, you don't get the
It's
best
just a
outcome.
drink. Yeah.
It's just a drink.
It's not medicine. It's not medicine. It's just a drink.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So, does anyone have any questions so far? We've got a lot of people watching right now. So, if you have any questions, please let us know. Add it in the comments so that either me or Salila will answer it and provide you more clarity on this workshop. Let us know. And if you've already booked your spot, let us know as well. Because I know that some of
Yeah.
you have already booked your spot. You
Yeah.
know,
We have Sarah, Michael, and Jill who bought the spot, and they're smart people. They're taking responsibility for themselves, and they've said, "Yes, we're going to do this. We want to be prepared." So please join us. It's a steal at $27 for 3 hours.
any questions so far? So, once again, when is it? It's on March 14th at 4 p.m. Pacific to 7 p.m. Pacific. So that's a 3 hour workshop, right? What is the investment? It is $44. But if you decide to join us right now, then you will get it at $27, which is about $7 per hour of our time, and we're doing it together. But the guarantee is that you will get, in terms of benefits, way more than the 44 or 27 if you grab it before that you'll be investing. So that's the what, or the how much. And how do you reserve your spot? The link is my seven is a word, my seven chakras.com/Ayurveda workshop. Ayurveda workshop. Um, Talila, is there an option for PayPal, or how can they pay?
It has an option of Squarespace. So it's
Squarespace.
Squarespace and Square. Stripe, I believe, is so
Okay.
you pay by credit card. If you need assistance, if you need to pay by PayPal, please send me an email. My email is there, or send AJ an email, and we are happy to accommodate. We are happy to find something. Oh, wonderful! Yes, Michael, thank you so much for booking. I will be sending you all the information today. Michael is here.
Oh, I was looking at the stream from top, so I was reading all the old comments. Okay, so well, I'm not Instagram pro, and I'm learning. They keep coming up with different features all the time, and so things keep changing. But I was looking at the top few, and I was like, why are things not changing? Okay, so we've got NYN, Matthew, Bonnie, you got Michael. Hey, Michael, thanks for booking. We got Edim, you got Phil, Boots, Faratu. Awesome. We've got all these amazing people joining in. Um, and if you have any questions, let us know. It looks like we've got less questions today. But if you have any question, you can also email either one of us. We'll be happy to answer your question. My email is aj@my7chakras.com. aj@my7chakras.com. And Salila, what is your email?
My email is salila.sukumaran@gmail.com, or you can email me at salila@ayurgamaya.com. I think
Cool.
AJ, yours is the easiest to remember. aj@my7chakras.com.
Yeah, whatever's comfortable for everybody. We see more people joining in. Salila, was there anything else that you wanted to add or share?
Yes, I would love to share a ritual for all those who have joined us, so that you've joined us
Right.
on a Sunday morning. So this is a ritual called Nasya, and Nasya is something that is like a pick me up. It is something that instantly refreshes. It is something that is very helpful in case you get, you tend to get sinus um, blockages. In case you have spring allergies, spring is in the air, and a lot of us are starting to get some allergies. So this ritual I'm going to share with you. I have here some sesame oil. It's in the bowl. It's organic expeller pressed sesame oil. And nasya is nothing but applying some sesame oil or some ghee into our nostrils. So we can do this when we wake up in the morning, before we go to sleep, after we've done some exercise, or after we've taken a bath. And this will instantly refresh us. So the way I do it is I dip a Q-tip and I coat the insides of my nostrils with it. And then I use the other end. Do not use the same one for the other nose. Use a different one. And then I coat the insides of my nose here. Yep, that feels good. And then we toss the Q-tip naturally. So what this does is we have all these capillaries in our head. These are all our sinus passages. And this oil, a very microscopic film of this oil will go coat it and nourish it. And sesame oil and ghee have a lot of medicinal properties. So it will heal that lining so that even if there are things stuck there, it drains quickly. And you will notice that you will drain more quickly because these things, as they keep this is a vital organ, right? The head, the brain, the ears, the eyes. This is the most important part of our body. And it's important that we keep this in top shape. So, Nasya is a powerful ritual that heals all diseases above the shoulders.
Cool. Um, so my question is there any reason you're using a Q-tip compared to, just putting it using your finger?
It's just a hygiene, especially during a pandemic. We've been told not to stick our fingers up our nose. So,
Okay.
it saves one. It's a waste, it's a plastic thing we use. And I'm
Right.
conscious about my wastage. But yeah, if you wanted to go all organic and no waste on Mother Earth, and please use a clean finger. Use two different fingers. Use the little pinky, and yeah, you'll be fine.
Awesome. That sounds great. Um, yeah, I've been loving my oil pulling, which I do
Mm.
every night, and I noticed that it's really really nourishing, and my teeth, my gums, they feel much more clean and
Mhm.
antibacterial after that.
Right.
So in addition to the brushing, in addition to the flossing, oil pulling is really amazing.
Yeah, it was ancient flossing. Oil pulling is flossing actually. We're passing the oil through between the teeth, and
Mm.
it grabs all the bacteria because the outer layer of the bacteria is lipid loving, so it grabs it,
Mhm.
and then we spit it out, and it's clean. It's Listerine plus floss.
Cool. Sounds great. I mean, we'll give maybe a minute for people who have questions, and otherwise
Mhm.
we can call it a close.
Sounds good.
Thanks, everybody. Once again, before we close, the link you need if you would like to grab one of the first few spots for our workshop that's happening on March 14th at 4 p.m. Pacific is my7chakras.com/ Ayurveda workshop. Very simple link, my7chakras.com/ Ayurveda workshop. It's a 3 hour workshop with breath work and the best of Ayurveda. And at the result of it, at the end of it, you'll have a lot of energy and you'll have wisdom and knowledge in terms of how to boost your immunity, but also protect your family against this global situation that we are
Mhm.
going through right now. Cool. Thanks, everybody.
We are excited. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. We wish you an amazing rest of your Sunday.
Okay, so I'm going to end my